Well, hello everybody out there in Atlanta. It's Chris from HHN with another exciting episode of Topher's Vlog. We're back out at Universal Orlando Resort today. We got some stuff to look at. Last week I alluded to some work possibly for Halloween Horror Nights 32 over there by the Fast and the Furious location. We do have some stuff to look at over there, so we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get over there. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit more about the other location, the much mysterious location over there by Men in Black. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Plus, look at some of the updated progress on the villains, the Minions Villain Con. Yeah, so let's not waste any more time. Let's have some fun. So here's a look at the crowds down Production Central. Another busy day out here at Universal Orlando Resort. Parks are open until 9. Not as busy as it was last week, but it is still a busy day. We've got some more work going on over here at Minion Mayhem. The scaffolding goes all the way up to the top now, and the construction walls are still there. So there is work going on over here. Of course, preparing for what's across the street to open, making everything look all new, spick and span, and fancy. So there you go. Minions, by the way, is at a 45-minute wait. Here's a look at all the goodies. We've seen this before. Of course, this is the new entrance. Got a lot of stuff over here. Posters and so on and so forth. All because of Minions. Or Vicious 6, whatever that is up there. Guess these are all the villains we're going to encounter on the ride. Of course, there's that guy right there. Very cool. So there's your look at the Minion Con progress. Here's this week's look at the Minions Cafe progress. Got some wenches going on there. They are hammering back there. Also, we got some wallage right there. So but they are going forward here. A lot of banging going on this week. Last week we heard a lot of saws. This week a lot of banging going on back there. And yeah, really cool. We got some wallage. Here is the other angle from what would have been the entrance to Monsters Cafe over here. You can see the wallage that we saw on the other side. But, and of course, our favorite blue wall. But you can see the wallage over here. So, there you go. Still Mardi Gras, of course. For another couple days. Universal's Mardi Gras ends April 16th, so got a couple more days left, but like we pointed out, some stuff has already started going away, such as the food tent here and the bar, the Transformers tent bar. They've even put back the little props in there. Still a couple more days though, a couple more days to get your Mardi Gras in here at Universal Orlando Resort. Something I have not pointed out the last couple of weeks is that they have been sort of refurbishing the murals back here. The New York Public Library, the sort of forced scale perspective of New York, is kind of getting a makeover, so they're doing it. Looks very weird to see all that stuff stripped off like that. So it is kind of concealed by the trees, but right about there, we do have our tent. One of our tents over here in the Fast and the Furious location has been erected right about there, covered behind trees. But it's there. As predicted last week, they were working when we saw them last week to prepare the foundation for it. So it was about like right about there. There it is. There's the tent. Quick look. Just quickly from across the lagoon, you can see that the construction walls around the Simpsons seem to have grown. That's interesting. We'll take a look at it when we get over there. So a little food for thought this year for the Fast and the Furious location. Last year we had 3 tents stuffed in that little space last year. Of course, last year we had Blumhouse, Freaky, and the Black Phone. We're inside that location. So who knows? Maybe they're looking to do something different this year. But it is interesting. It looks like there's only 2 tents stuffed back to this year. So food for thought. So a little hard to see from this vantage point, but there is our Men in Black tent, that little white speck that you see right there. And it looks like it's grown. Looks like we've got a full-grown Men in Black tent now back here in this area. So not saying it's going to be used for Halloween Horror Nights, not saying anything. I'm just pointing out that it looks like it has grown to a full tent back here at the MIB location. So food for thought. So here is our Men in Black tent location right here, from in front of Men in Black, obviously. Can't tell from this angle, but from the other angle, it looks like we do have a full tent back there now. I have not seen any of the permits, so I don't know. I'm just saying, from my eyes, it looks like that tent has grown to be a complete tent, one that we are used to back here for Halloween Horror Nights. Again, not saying anything is happening, I'm just pointing out, it looks like we have a full-grown tent now back in the MIB location. So take that with what you will. So interesting, over by The Simpsons, this entire area is now behind construction walls. So a couple weeks ago when we pointed out that the basketball had moved over where the Sledge Homer spot used to be, basketball is now over here, and this back over here, I should say, and now everything back here is now behind construction walls. So don't quite know what is happening over here, but we do have, like I said, construction walls over here. So all the stuff that's on this side is now behind construction walls. Because of that shift from the construction walls, the Simpsons main entryway is now back open and out from behind construction walls, but this entire area is now behind construction walls. Came out a little early today to try to avoid the rain that's supposed to hit us a little bit later. So sun is now kind of been permanently behind clouds for a while, so looks like it's going to start raining here in a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and keep moving. Hi, buddy. There's a look over at our Kids Zone construction going on. Still lots of walls, still nothing going on over here really, except for the walls, and Woody Woodpecker's coaster still there. Still plenty of preview merch left available. Looks like they got some larges in. They didn't have any last week. So larges here and there. And there. So yeah, they got some larges in. Quick look before we leave. Looks like they're finally starting to rebuild the turnstiles over here, giving it a covering. Very cool. No more filming going on, but by the way, we're in Isles Adventure. If you haven't realized, we're in Isles Adventure. No more filming going on down by the lagoon, so a lot of stuff that's missing. Of course, the trees in that area. You know, they had a big stage set up here last week, all that stuff, but no more filming going on, so that's good. I would be amiss, of course, if I didn't stop over in Islands of Adventure to pay an early goodbye to Poseidon's Fury, which Universal has said will close permanently on May 9th is the last day of operation. So as of May 10th, Poseidon's Fury will be no more. The cave will be sealed forever. Lord Darkanon has won. Zeus has been unable to fend off the Lord Darkanon. Really gonna miss this attraction when it's gone. This is gonna be one of those attractions that you're gonna see every blogger out here who didn't give a shit about this thing when it was open for the last 24 years and who shit on it and all sorts of crazy stuff, but are gonna lament that it's going away on May 9th. But May 9th, last day of operation for Poseidon's Fury. Haven't really checked out the All Hallows Eve boutique every time I come over here. It's too crowded, but of course this was in Sweet Revenge last year. last couple of years from Mardi Gras, I've always wanted. They had a wolf mask last couple of years. They didn't have it this year, so I guess I didn't see it this year, but still a lot of Mardi Gras stuff in here. Everything is 50% off now. Looks like all Mardi Gras stuff. Well, came over here against my better judgment, and now it is pouring rain. You can't see it through the light, but now it's fucking pouring. Now I'm stuck. So that is going to do it for us out here today at Universal Orlando Resort. We are back in the belly of Blue 2. Kind of a weird day, a little bit of a rainy day. We have some kind of a low pressure system or something off the coast that's throwing a bunch of moisture at us. I've been following down South Florida. They are pretty much, completely underwater from all this rain. And all that stuff's pushing up here. So weather's supposed to get bad around like 5 o'clock. It did rain a little bit. We got stuck inside the boutique. I really wanted to get out of there, but I said, it wasn't as busy as it was last week. So we'll go check out the boutique because we hadn't been in there. So yeah, saw a couple good things today. We got the tent over there by Fast and Furious. Like I said, looks like there are 2 tents back there this year. Last year, if memory serves me correctly, I think there were 3, kind of scrunched together back there, but it looks like this year there's only 2. But who knows? I mean, it's still early. They could, put another one back there if they wanted to, I guess. And to my eyes, like I said, not confirming or denying anything, but to my eyes, it looks like the Men in Black tent has grown up. It has become a full-blown tent, one that we are used to back there during Halloween Horror Nights. Not saying if it will be used for Halloween Horror Nights or not, but it does appear like the tent has gotten bigger. Haven't seen any permits for it. Like I said, the permit that was up before was for a tent that was about half the size of a normal Men in Black tent that we have back there, but it looks like we now have a full-blown tent back there. At least, like I said, to my eyes, it looks like it's a full tent now. So read into that with what you will. It is what it is. Yeah, and of course, Poseidon's Fury is closing. Makes me very sad. I am sad. It is what it is. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for us out here today, guys. As usual, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.